Hi, I'm Natalie Ledwell, and this is The Inspiration Show. Now today I'm in beautiful Dallas. I've been on this amazing health retreat for a week, and I'm with my friend Jim Bunch. Hi Jim.
Hey Natalie.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you much.
Now the reason Jim is here, he's been a transformational leader for nearly 20 years. And he's worked with some amazing people like Anthony Robbins, Bob Proctor, John Assaraf, leading people in the industry. And of course the reason that Jim is here is because not only does he live a life of passion, but he encourages other people to live a life of passion as well.
Absolutely.
So Jim, can you share a little bit about your background and where where you got from where you were? Because I know you started working with Anthony Robbins when you were about 23 years old.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, to where you are now. So share a little bit of your story.
Well, it was interesting. When I started working with Tony Robbins, we were a part of a SWAT team that would get dropped into a city about 8 weeks before Tony would come, and it was our job to put 2,500 butts in seats.
Wow.
So we were going to corporations and we would teach his concepts around changing your beliefs, changing your mindset, empowering yourself, and all the motivation stuff, right?
Right.
And then after that, I went to work with Bob Proctor and John Assaraf, and we built a company called Life Success Institute. Mm-hmm. And in that, we were really working with the power of masterminding. We incorporated the spiritual principles, and we worked with mostly entrepreneurs,
right.
A lot of which people would know now because they kind of grew up inside of our community. And after that, what happened was I saw tens of thousands of people coming to our events, wanting to change their life, investing their time and their resources, but I didn't see the kind of success that I thought we should be having, right?
Right.
And so it became a quest for me to figure out what was happening. So I kind of left the industry for a little while, and I got involved in my second passion, which is technology.
Right.
So I've had two paths, transformation and technology, and I built one of the first WYSIWYG websites, which is all in one, because back in the 1994-95, you couldn't go out and build a website with, all in one place. You had to go get a graphic designer, you had to go get a shopping cart, you had to go get an autoresponder and tape it, duct tape it together. Right. So we built that, we still own that company today, and I said, well, geez, if we can take technology and we can start tracking people's performance in life, can we see what's really working versus what isn't working?
Right.
And so that led me down this path that we're on today, which is to truly use transformation and technology to transform not just individuals, not just communities, not just nations, but how could we transform the whole planet,
right, so
that people had more happiness,
mm-hmm,
better health, and more wealth. And
right,
that's the primary focus.
Okay. Because, I often find it's fine threads or a specific event that gets you from, even working with Anthony, what got you to start working with him? Was there a certain event or a series of events that got you to there?
Yeah, desperation.
Right, okay.
some of the best inspiration comes from some of the toughest desperation.
Yeah.
And what had happened is I graduated college and moved up to Atlanta, Georgia to build a network marketing business.
Right.
And what I found was that it worked great when I was in my home environment where I had my network, but back in the early 90s, going from graduating college to a new city where I didn't know people, I was actually somewhat shy. Mm-hmm. It was difficult for me to build that business, so I got in a place where I said, I need to start looking and see what it is about this business I love.
Right.
And what I loved was I loved the transformation. I loved the possibility that you could create this ultimate life, but I wasn't experiencing it, and my mentors weren't either.
Right.
And I went, wait a second, I'm smart enough to know that if the people I'm learning from aren't actually experiencing this kind of lifestyle, then maybe I need to start looking elsewhere. And through the law of attraction, this is,
mm-hmm,
back in the 90s, before I even knew what the law of attraction was, I found myself on a tennis court, and I started talking to some guys next to us. They happened to be in town for one day. They worked with Tony Robbins, and the guy goes, his name is Chip Eichelberger, and he goes, I've got a friend who runs Tony Robbins' FSR team. Mm-hmm. Would you be interested in meeting him? And we hit it off, and literally 2 weeks later, I'm packed up and I'm traveling around Canada and U.S. teaching transformation, and just got thrown in the deep end of the pool and made it happen.